Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lawrence High School Student of the Month Virtual Recognition Ceremony for the month of February. My name is Dr. Barry Exa, and I am one of the assistant principals here at Lawrence High School. We've shifted our monthly Student of the Month ceremony to a virtual program this school year in order to continue recognizing our students who are doing great things, especially now, in spite of the challenges in front of them. The students we're honoring today exemplify the best of Lawrence High School in many regards, whether it's for their academic achievement, artistic proficiency, athletic prowess, the strength of character they display on a daily basis, or most likely a combination of some or all of the above. The Student of the Month Award is an opportunity for us to recognize the myriad ways our students contribute to the overall fabric of Lawrence High School. If you don't know how the nomination process works, each staff member is only allowed to nominate one student per year for Student of the Month, and we spread those staff nominations out over 8 months from October to May. So when you think about it like that, the students we're honoring today are not just students of the month, but for these staff members, they are their students of the year. And I'd like to personally thank each and every one of our students of the month for helping to make Lawrence High School the incredible place that it is. Students, please keep an eye on your mail. We will be mailing home your Student of the Month certificate, along with a few souvenir copies of this month's program booklet, just as you would receive at our traditional in-person event. In this video, you'll be hearing a few words about each student from the teacher who nominated them. So without further ado, I'd like to pass the mic over to our first nominating teacher.
Hi, I'm Erica Ingram, and I teach AP Language and Composition. And my Student of the Month this year is Gianna DeSouza. I have chosen Gianna for several reasons. The first one is that out of over 45 students that have taken this class this year, she has shown me the most improvement in her writing, her critical thinking skills, and her ability to apply this to nonfiction literature. The AP Language and Composition class does not read any fiction, so sometimes it's a bit of a learning curve for students that are enrolled in the course. They're actually learning something completely new. And so Gianna has spent countless times in office hours with me, learning how to better improve her writing to fit into this specific type of mold of literature. The biggest thing for me for Gianna is that she is an advocate for her own learning. She's always trying to improve. She's always trying to see how she can be a better learner, and she's always striving for excellence. Gianna takes constructive criticism very seriously and makes sure that any comments I have on her writing assignments or anything that she does in class, she makes sure that those things are improved upon, and that the next time she turns in an assignment, it's like an amazing piece of writing after revision. Gianna strives to be a wonderful addition to the classroom. I wish every teacher had an opportunity to have a student like Gianna in their class. She is kind, she is caring, she is patient, and she's wonderful working with other students in breakout rooms on Zoom. Gianna is also incredibly well-rounded. She's an athlete. She plays field hockey. She is very close with her family and friends. She is always happy and extremely positive. Gianna is a wonderful influence in the classroom for her classmates. She's wonderful to have as a teacher. And like I said, I can't say enough wonderful things about Gianna. Congratulations, Gianna. Keep up the good work, and I'm sure we'll see great things from you in the future.
Hi there, I am Emily Palumbo. I am one of the Freshman Academy leaders here at LHS, along with Mr. Leonard. We are both English teachers here, and this month, the Freshman Academy has chosen Jacob Henry as our Student of the Month. We asked all of Jacob's teachers to talk about him, and all of them spoke extremely highly of him, many saying that he is simply an amazing student. His Spanish teacher said that Jacob is very polite. He is always willing to answer his questions in class. His bio teacher said that he is kind, respectful, and has a wonderful attitude towards learning. He is not scared to ask questions or voice his opinion, and he has risen to the challenge of remote learning gracefully. Every single teacher has stated that he is an absolute pleasure to have in class, and they have so enjoyed having him in their class. And it has been difficult for all these students, but Jacob has been able to adapt to transitioning from the high school and through remote learning with this wonderful attitude that allowed all of his teachers to be excited that we selected him as Student of the Month. So Jacob Henry, congratulations on behalf of all your freshman teachers for being this month's Student of the Month.
My name is Alexa Gonzalez, and I'm a counselor at Lawrence High School. It is my pleasure to present Adam Lavinsky as the Guidance Student of the Month. I have been Adam's counselor for almost 4 years, and I chose to highlight him as Student of the Month because of the qualities he has presented since I met him 4 years ago, and for the young man he has grown to be, poised to embark on his next chapter. Across the board, Adam's teachers describe him as conscientious, diligent, and engaged. He's regarded as an independent worker who sets the standard for dependability and responsibility in his classes. He plans carefully, sets goals, and executes deliberate follow-through. Adam works well independently and with others. He's a great self-advocate and will ask for help if necessary. He cares about his education and has respect for the work that goes on in the classroom. One thing I like about Adam is that he doesn't shy away from taking positive risks. Adam spent the spring semester of his sophomore year studying abroad in Israel. There, he took a challenging curriculum, developed a social circle, and lived independently, an impressive feat for a 16-year-old. This year, he's really pushing himself by taking Composition 101 and 102, AP Economics, AP Computer Science Principles, and Honors Calculus. This is my 4th year as Adam's counselor, and each and every meeting I have with him, he arrives prepared. During our meetings, he drives our discussion with thoughtful questions. He absorbs my suggestions, weighs them carefully with his own ideas, then takes careful action. I am confident that Adam will approach his college education with the same care, thoughtfulness, and tenacity that he has demonstrated over his 4 years at LHS. Adam is also a student leader in the school marching band and in DECA. Adam's involvement in DECA speaks to his interest in business and his college course of study, supply chain management, along with finance. In addition to being an LHS peer leader, Adam is also a leader in his community, currently serving on the Jewish Community Youth Foundation's Youth Advisory Board. Adam is a caring and hardworking young man, and he is eager to explore opportunities outside of LHS. He's getting a great deal of positive feedback from the universities he has applied to, all of it well-deserved. I have no doubt that he will approach college and his next chapter in life with the highest level of goodwill, tenacity, and the uncompromising work ethic that he has exhibited every day at Lawrence High School. Congratulations, Adam.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Student of the Month. My name is Chris Gresco, representing Health and Phys Ed for the month of February, and I'd like to nominate and congratulate our Student of the Month winner for Health, my very own Savithi Rao. Savithi is a very conscientious young lady, works very hard on her assignments, and she puts very good reflective pieces in regards to our current events today of going on within the health world. She's also very, very conscientious again of making sure she goes above and beyond to do what she does for me in health. But I'm sure that's not only in my health class, I'm sure that's for all of her classes. So Savithi, keep up the hard work, and we really appreciate it, and looking forward to meeting you in person soon. Have a great weekend, and congratulations.
Hello, everyone. For February, I nominate Omar Ibrahim for Student of the Month. Omar is a freshman this year, which is definitely challenging for anyone just coming to high school in general, let alone this being, mostly a virtual year and a hybrid. And Omar, is also one of the students who chose to come back for a hybrid. And I chose him for the specific reason that throughout the entire year, even when we were all virtual, Omar communicated early and often in the beginning at a time where a lot of students are nervous to speak to their new teacher or to learn over virtual education. Omar was always ready to ask questions and make sure he understood any material that we learned in class. I also had the pleasure of Omar being part of the swim team this year, which also contributes to why I chose him as Student of the Month over his character that he displays both in class, in my math class, and in as a swimmer. Omar, when I ask anything at all, like I need something, or he's like, hey guys, let's clean this up, or hey, can we take care of this right now? Omar's the first one to jump up and contribute to whatever it is that needs to get done for the day. He's the first one in the entire team. He is, and in the classroom as well. If I ask a question, he's the first one that's ready to respond or anything like that. And that speaks volumes to me and the type of person and the character that Omar displays. And that's pretty much the reason why I selected him as Student of the Month, and I wanted to recognize him for all of his good work so far this year. And I look forward to the rest of the year and then seeing Omar grow as a person into many years to come. And I'm sure this won't be the first time that a teacher would bestow him the honor of Student of the Month. So anyway, again, Omar Ibrahim for February Student of the Month. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Ms. Arsenio. This video is for Student of the Month. I have nominated Justin Nab as my recipient. It's always really difficult to choose. I've known a bunch of these kids for so long that it's difficult to pick one, but Justin was an easy choice for me. I've taught him for the past 3 years, and I'll honestly say I've seen him grow so much over that time. I think back to when I first had him in his sophomore year. He came in, he was pretty quiet. He just kind of talked to the people sitting around him. He would participate every now and then, but I was pretty kept to himself, I guess, in terms of relationship with me. And then last year I had him again for pre-calc, and it was a small class and they were a great group. He's always really actively involved. And midway through that, they did a dance routine up in the front of the room to a song. So I've definitely seen some different sides of Justin as through the years, I guess. So, and this year I have him again for calculus, and it's interesting how much more he's grown maturity wise, that he can sit here in the room and just be me and him on our hybrid days. And it's not weird or awkward at all. It's just a nice, comfortable relationship, I guess. So why did I choose Justin? I guess one of the first things that I think, or even as I talk to other math teachers, is he's just one of the nicest kids. He's just a good kid. There's a small group of those kids that we say, oh, he's just a good kid. And it's hard to kind of put that into words other than that. But he always comes in on a positive. He smiles. He has a laid back personality that I see anyway. So he can seem kind of quiet. But when he needs to get involved, he can easily identify when he needs to step up and be a leader, whether it's when we're remote and I just need someone to talk that everyone else is being quiet. He has no problem stepping up in any time. Even this year, we're doing student leadership, and it's hard for kids to get involved in what they need to do. He will figure out a way to be involved. The other thing I want to talk about was, not only does he have all the traits you want a person to have in a personal way, academically, he's bright. He's a very strong student. And I think one of the things that I appreciate about him a lot is that I know he has to work to do well. And he puts the time in. So if he doesn't get something, he figures out what he's doing wrong. He'll go back and look at it. And he makes sure he's actively involved in his learning. So if he doesn't get something, he might not always say right away he doesn't get it, but if he's still having problems, he'll figure out a way to learn it or ask questions or achieve closing the gap. So I would just like to finish by saying I feel very lucky that I got to have him for 3 years. I was super excited when I found out I had him this year again. And I know he'll be successful in everything he does. And I will definitely miss him next year. So congratulations, Justin.
Hello, my name is Claire Radis, and I teach math here at Lawrence High School. I would like to announce my Student of the Month this year as Nevaeh Santiago. Nevaeh is a 9th grade student who I have for Algebra 1, and I would like to let you know why I selected her. She's deserving of this honor for many reasons, some of which are that Nevaeh is not only on time, she is pleasant, she participates, she is engaged, she is responsive, she has a strong work ethic. She is interested in her learning. I tried to jot down a few things that made me select her. And then I felt very fortunate when we went from fully remote to the hybrid schedule that I did get to meet her in person. And that was awesome. So I feel very lucky that she is my student. And I would love to thank her for her hard work and dedication this year. And I would love to wish her and her family my warmest congratulations for this honor. So again, congratulations to Nevaeh Santiago. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miss Conklin, and I chose senior Samantha Allate as Science Student of the Month for February. Samantha is a student in my honors physics class this year, and it's been such a pleasure having her as a student. She's really an exceptionally hard worker, and it's clear to me that she cares deeply about making sure she understands the topics in class. I always get the sense that Samantha puts her best effort forward at all times, and I know it can be really tempting to be a little disengaged or a little distracted during online learning, but I get the sense that Samantha kind of doesn't really have that problem. She's always very attentive and she's a very conscientious person. I feel like I can count on Samantha to offer possible answers to questions in class. Even if she might not initially feel confident that her answer is correct, I can always see that she's trying and she's really putting her best effort forward. She's willing to be wrong for the sake of learning and growth, and I think that that's a really admirable quality. Lastly, Samantha's a student who I see at office hours sometimes because she wants to drop by, check in, make sure that she feels comfortable with what she's doing. And during these times, I feel like I've had the privilege of making stronger connections to some of my students during this office hours time. And Samantha is definitely one of them. The best part of teaching is definitely connecting with your students. And she's always been willing to make that connection in a time where it can feel easier to remain a little bit more anonymous on the other side of the screen. And for these reasons, I believe Samantha is very highly deserving of recognition as Science Student of the Month.
Hey, what's going on? It's Mr. Wolf here. And today I am talking about my student of the month, Mohamed Adil. And I hope there's enough time to talk about what I've seen the past half a school year from Mohamed. I love his enthusiasm for the subject. Mohamed seems interested in the subject matter and has taken a great strides in trying to improve and do the best job that he can within my AM Civ 1 honors class. I think the proof's in the pudding, right? First marking period, Mohamed earned a 90 A-. Second marking period, and I think this is interesting to note, I told all the students that without question, they are going to drop a full letter grade because second marking period is extremely difficult. Mohamed looked me in the eye and said, "Not me, Mr. Wolf, not me." And Mohamed had a great second marking period. He earned an 88 B+. He went down a hair from first marking period, which is amazing. In third marking period, he's off to a great start, and he also has a nice solid B with 9 weeks remaining. So I think the word that comes to mind with Mohamed is consistently excellent. Okay. He has been nothing but consistent. You know, all of the challenges that I put forth to the class, he's looked it in the eye and just slayed it and has done the best job possible. And I can't be more pleased about that. I also love that Mohamed asks questions. When he doesn't understand something, he will question it. He'll make sure that he asks me his inquiry, make sure that his concerns are answered, and that he understands everything fully. Mohamed is also very great conscientious, as most honor students are. And because of that, Mohamed always wants to do extra and he wants to go above and beyond. And I appreciate that zeal and passion for the subject matter, and that he wants to always do well in class. And I have no problem giving extra credit opportunities to students that want to go above and beyond. So as you could see, Mohamed Adil is a perfect candidate for Student of the Month. I've been so pleased with what he's done at the halfway point of this school year under tremendous adversity, right? We have COVID-19, we have remote learning for a good part of the year over Zoom. We just started hybrid learning. And quite frankly, it's been very difficult for me to establish a teacher-student relationship. And I really appreciate everything that Mohamed's done, including that little extra credit assignment that he did where he was telling other students what AM Civ 1 honors is like. So thank you, Mohamed. This is coming from the bottom of my heart as your teacher. I really appreciate the effort and everything that you've done. And I only hope that you continue that until June 23rd or whenever the end of the school year is. Thank you and keep up the great work.
Caitlyn is the student every teacher wants to have. She is an absolute pleasure to have in class. She works really hard. She's always striving to do better. She will ask you, well, how can I do better on this assignment? She's not the kid who questions you and says, well, I didn't get this amount of points. It's, how can I do better next time? What can I do? And she's always striving for more, for better. And she will thank you for every last thing and show appreciation just for everyone else's hard work. She looks to bring a smile to other people's faces, and she's just so kind-hearted and empathetic and is looking for the best in others and is trying to bring out the best in others too. When we do current events, she's looking for a positive spin on things to kind of brighten other people's day as well as to just not look at the negative. You can always count on her. If I'm looking for somebody to answer a question and nobody wants to respond, Caitlyn will finally be like, okay. She's always there with a smiling face and a willingness to learn and be a part of our class and community.
Hi, my name is Mojgan Salehi, and I'm one of the French teachers of Lawrence High School. I'm here to introduce who is my student of the month. And this year, my student of the month is Elizabeth Dorfman. For me, choosing among my students for student of the month is not easy because I think I have lots of good students and just picking one of them is hard. And also, the other thing is I'm seeing my students more than 1 year usually. But when I was thinking about my students, I thought that I had lots of good reasons for choosing Elizabeth. Elizabeth has been with me for 3 years. This is our third year together. And when I was reviewing these 3 years, I thought that she has been always on time, very dedicated to her assignments. Even it has happened that she has been sick, but she couldn't be present in class, but she recorded herself and sent it not to be late. She is super kind, very, very kind, and always, even in this time that we are all in it, present with the camera on and participating, unmute herself, and answering all the questions. She always makes very good questions. And I'm really happy to announce that my student of the month is Elizabeth Dorfman, who is going to leave us this year. And I wish her the best in her life. So congratulations, Elizabeth. Thank you. Bye.
I'd like to thank all our staff members for taking time out of their busy schedules to create and share these videos with us. Thanks also to Ms. Franny Sanfilippo for creating our certificates and our programs, and to Mr. Tom Irvin for compiling these videos and for producing this program. And of course, congratulations and thanks again to our students of the month for doing what you do and for being who you are. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Lawrence High School, I'm Dr. Barry Exa. Thanks for tuning in and have a great rest of your day.